What if one of Canada's smallest carpenter ants turned out to have one of the most fascinating stories to follow? Welcome to another episode of Ant Colony Diaries, here on Vaina de Hormigas. I am Oni, and today marks the official beginning of a brand new documentary series following one remarkable carpenter ant from its earliest days. Meet Camponotus Subbarbatus. Right now, this colony is still very small, consisting of a single queen, 4 workers, and an impressive amount of eggs, larvae, and pupa waiting to become the next generation. Although this colony first appeared on the channel when it arrived on July 17, 2026 during an episode of Inside the Box. Today is where its real story begins. From this point forward, we'll document every stage of its growth, from this tiny founding colony to what may one day become a major and thriving society. When this queen first arrived, she was not alone. She already had a healthy amount of brood and several cocoons that suggested the colony was well on its way toward producing its first workers. Since then, the colony has continued to develop steadily. Today, those first workers are actively caring for new eggs, larvae, and pupa, creating a continuous cycle of growth that is one of the best indicators of a healthy founding colony. Looking back at those first moments make it even more exciting to imagine where this colony will be just a few months from now. One of the reasons Camponotus Subbarbatus is so interesting is that it belongs to one of the smallest carpenter ant species found in Canada. Together with Camponotus nearticus, it represents the smaller end of the country's carpenter ant diversity. Despite their modest size, these ants display the same remarkable social organization that makes the genus Camponotus so fascinating to observe. In nature, they are commonly associated with woodland habitats, forest edges, and areas where decaying wood provide protected nesting sites. Their queens are often encountered during the nuptial flight season while searching for suitable places to establish a new colony. For ant keepers, that combination of manageable size, calm behavior, and beautiful coloration makes them an especially attractive species to raise. Like many carpenter ants, Camponotus Subbarbatus follows a cluster founding strategy. Once the queen establishes herself, she relies on the energy stored within her own body to raise the first generation of workers, without leaving the nest to forage. That strategy allows the colony to remain protected during its most vulnerable stage. Growth is generally steady rather than explosive, but once the first workers emerge, each new generation helps accelerate the development of the colony. Watching that transition from a lone queen to a coordinated society is one of the most rewarding parts of documenting carpenter ants over the long term. Colony is currently being raised inside a founding test tube specially prepared for Camponotus species. Over time, I've tested this design with several carpenter ants, and it has consistently provided a stable environment for queens during the earliest stage of colony development. Rather than constantly disturbing the colony, the goal is to create conditions that allow the ants to develop naturally with as little stress as possible. If you would like to see a future episode of Nest Lab explaining exactly how this founding tube is built, which material I use, and where you can find them in Canada or other countries, let me know in the comments. Right now, this colony consists of just 1 queen, 4 workers, and a promising amount of brood. By the standards of major carpenter ant colonies, that's only the very beginning. But every large colony starts exactly like this, with a queen willing to invest everything into the generation that will follow. Over the coming months and years, we'll watch this colony expand 1 worker at a time, documenting every milestone along the way. If you would like to see where this adventure truly began, don't forget to watch the Inside the Box episode where this colony first arrived on the channel. And if you are excited to follow every stage of its development, you are in the right place, because today marks the official beginning of the Camponotus Subbarbatus story in Ant Colony Diaries. Every great colony begins small. Let's discover together just how far this one will go.